The Lucifer Complex from 1978. Wait, these goose-stepping soldiers are trying to make perfect Aryan clones? I did not see that coming. But you're gonna see it, after the theme song. Coyote Reviews! Coyote Reviews! If you want to see the Lucifer Complex, check the link in the description. I'm just gonna tell you right away, this movie's bad. I'm reviewing it as a warning to people. The premise sounds interesting, but it's not. So the tagline is direct from streaming site. An intelligence agent discovers a Nazi plot to revive the Third Reich by using clones. Sounds great, but the execution's terrible. Why? First off, we start with some guy sitting in a bunker narrating while he watches stock footage of wars.
Now look, I can find any one of several billion items in moments. Just let the old laser index command the computers. Microseconds. They'll scan every crystal face, sort it all out, make it all seem to happen again. Of all the millions of categories stored here, there's more information on wars than any other subject.
Apparently he's in the future and he's waxing philosophical about the nature of man and blah. Internet says this was made in 76 and it sat around for a couple years and finally aired as a TV movie in 78. I'm guessing they made the main part of the film, ran out of money, thought they might be able to gather some more money. When they couldn't, they're like, screw it. Let's pad it out with this narration, this, framing sequence so we can make it 90 minutes and get rid of it. And no matter what the reason is, this is kind of a shame because the premise is kind of neat. It's, when I first read it, I thought they were trying to bring back Hitler, but they're not. They're just trying to make the perfect, Aryan person. But the problem is more than just the narration. It's so straight ahead. There's no suspense. There's no complications. The main guy, Robert Vaughn, he finds out they're Nazis right away. And then very quickly, they're like, hey, here are the clones we're trying to make. And then Vaughn's like, there's a bunch of women there is kind of forced labor. And he's like, hey, ladies, you want to help? Do a rebellion? And they're like, yeah, sure. And they do. The end. If there was some suspense, he's like, oh, what's this militia group? What are they up to? And then they had to find, oh, they're clones. And then maybe they had to find, oh, they're Nazi clones. But no. Though, as it is, the only real redeeming feature is the uprising. It's kind of fun, seeing the female prisoners mow down the Nazis. So it's not a bad action sequence. It's not perfect. There's a part with a tank. It's really like the slowest moving tank ever. One of the more fun parts is that one of the women seems totally uninterested. She's like, hey, we're going to do a rebellion. You in? She's like, yeah, sure.
But Greta, I have to know that you and the girls are 100% behind us.
Absolutely, 100%.
Just like, hey, we're going to go out to eat. You want to order something with us? That's how interested she is. And then later on, she's killing Nazis and she's just like, she doesn't care. Had zero enthusiasm, which I thought was kind of neat.
Okay, on my signal, open fire. We'll scatter Frobe's forces now.
But then it just ends, and we cut back to the guy in the bunker, and he walks out into the woods, and it's like, oh, it's post-apocalypse or something. This, what we saw was the start of World War III. I don't know how, since the Nazis seem to have like maybe 10 people. I don't know. So basically, don't bother watching this. Don't get tricked by the description. It's so boring, I almost didn't review it. If it wasn't for, the final uprising, which is at least mildly interesting, I wouldn't have bothered. So don't watch Lucifer Complex. I'm going to give it 3 thumbs down. Don't waste time on this unless you like stock footage or need help sleeping.